Greetings and salutations, fellow gamers. Lukey P here with another episode of Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate with Brazil. So what's happened since last episode? Well, our economy is going great, hence 200 billion now. Interestingly, China is starting to, you see China's crossed the 100 billion barrier, so China's, just their large population is making them very rich. Germany are way down, and that is probably reflective of the fact that I have decided to stop selling them oil. So they started making progress against Spain. I suspect they will probably still win, but I have simply refused to sell them oil. So they still like us from all the trades we've done in the past, but their economy is creaking a bit without any oil. And yeah, basically I'm doing this episode because it's time to go to war again. Have these guys actually, they've run out of oil. Halfway across the ocean they've run out of oil. Oh dearie me. I wonder if a Congo can get to them. I don't know. They just have to sit there. They're only patrol ships. So basically I was deciding who to go to war with next. Australia or the Congo. And what I think I've decided is actually the longer I leave Australia, the more units I get over here. And the better my chances are of, these are all merchant marines, so they should all land basically. Yeah, so the longer I leave Australia, the more units I will have available, because I think it's going to be a longish war. I think it will take some time compared with the wars we fought in the past. Let's send the motorised units there. Let's tell you to go on a sea transport over to might want some marines over there as well, actually, to help these lot out. Let's send these over there then. So yeah, the war against Australia I think will take a little while. So what we're going to do is we're going to land. We're going to attack Congo, because then we can be building up our land and air production capabilities for our conquest of Africa while we're fighting Australia, whereas if we do it the other way round, we've already got a beachhead in Asia. Now the challenge for the opening days of this war will be that this doesn't have any seaports, so I've sent over here some civilian cargoes with yeah, I'm never really sure how comes, like, you know, this one gets loads on of units and this one only got one on, and I did try and load more but it just wasn't having it. So these guys, they can only land where there's a seaport. So if I show you some different transport options, so you see this option here which says can unload away from dock. That means I can land just on the coast. So if I have units loaded, I can just dump them anywhere on the coast. This doesn't have that option, so I need a sea pier or a seaport. Now these, they don't have much range, so you can see here their move range is 1,500 kilometers at 12 kilometers an hour, versus this, which is just much longer. These are the ideal, right? They've got a long range and they can unload away from port, but they take 80 days to build. So we've chosen to build some of them, but they won't be ready for a little while yet. So my plan is I will land there, and then actually it takes 25 days to build a sea pier. So I'm going to take 25 days. I'll probably send some of the Marines in. I don't think it will be a difficult war because it's only a colony. The only problem is we don't have very good war justification. 5%, which is pretty lousy, but it is what it is. Let's declare war on the Congo. And then let's send in all of our units basically. We know these two might as well hold off. Right. So no more of you guys can land then? No, maybe that's as many as can fit on the square. Okay, so do advance into that town, please. Yep. Okay. And as soon as they've captured it, they seem to be taking their sweet time walking about. This is the benefit of Marines. You know, they're great at landing, but man, they are slow compared with mechanized units. So let's send a bunch of you who are more healthy to expand our grip. So now we've got that, we want to build a sea pier, which will take 25 days. Why can we not build a sea pier? Do we not have any supplies? Oh, I forgot to set it to fastest. That would explain why my units were moving really slowly. Right. Sea pier. We also probably want a barracks. And an airfield. So you see, the problem is our units have nowhere to repair at the moment. Which is just the way it is. We're still researching everything we can. You guys completely run out of supplies, is that what happens? Yeah, they have as well. So these guys are just taking a pounding. Because they have actually run out of supplies. I don't think there's much I can do. See if this one guy's got some supplies left, if he can. Right. There we go, and they will wait in that town to resupply, I guess. Yeah, that's all our production doing. Yeah, we may turn on one more of them. We deliberately cut our petroleum just because it stops people buying so much from us. metal ore we've got loads of. I'm building a bunch more of these and coal as well, just spare capacity for the future. These I think I want to build some more of. We're basically using our industrial supplies reserves up at quite a pace, and the reason we're doing that is we are using it to build industrial goods plants. Right, now what we're going to do here, so 82% I'm going to build an air base and 2 supply depots, and that should mean that that becomes another 100%. Then all around it we can build stuff on 100% land, and I'm hoping it will extend the goods supply to these folks as well down here. I'm also going to build some industrial goods here. There we go, that's another bunch of stuff being built. Unemployment's up to 2.4%, so we're doing alright. We're doing alright. There we are, take that, and then if you guys hang out there, hopefully you will get some more no, I don't need another coal, but we will keep that consumer goods. Okay, build a supply depot there. So let me just see if these units are, yeah, they're slowly stocking back up on their supplies. So just give it a little while. Then we will march on the healthy ones to go and take that. So this is a bit of a slower war because, like I say, we've got to wait for we've got to wait the 25 days for that sea pier to be built. One of you's getting thumped. Come on guys, it's only a garrison. There you go. There we go. So this is just basically establishing a beachhead of sorts in you know, maybe our Marines will do enough to take over, but the thing we really need is a barracks to be able to repair, and they don't have any barracks. So basically we're faced with slowly killing our units just through attrition with their garrisons, or waiting for the barracks and the sea pier to be up and running. So we'll have to do the latter. Let's see how long the barracks take. Yeah, they're 20 days, same as the sea pier. Oh, 25 days and 25 days. So let's march you guys on, and then we'll send all the damaged ones back to there eventually. Nuclear Kabbalah. Turkey researched atomic fundamentals. What do we got? Italy wants petroleum. You see, Germany haven't made much progress without oil, which I'm alright with. Yeah, off Mother Town down. Oh, we've got a sea pier there. Can we get to that? Oh, I think we can. That's handy. We can offload our Germany, I'm not selling you consumer goods at a loss. 1 million of consumer goods in reserve. Lovely. I think we may actually turn some of these off. Because we don't need the Are those all Marines? Wow, I really did go nuts on the Marines for a... I think I genuinely probably was planning, when I did that, I was planning to just en masse go for Sydney or something. I may even still do that. When I declare war on these guys, does that... Because what might be a good idea is actually, if I invade the north of the country, all their units will get sucked up there, and then I send this giant load of Marines, which could just jump on their capital. Land here, see if you can get there. Supply would be a real problem though. Because as we've just seen against... we might be better off getting ready to invade different parts up here. Yeah, I think we'll make that a primary naval invasion up here, so let's send some more units up to there. Yeah, that would do. Have we got any aircraft carriers built yet? Got a lot of GER subs in reserve. Okay. I think those were designed to go over here, just to make sure nothing got sunk. There we go. So what we can do as well now is we can send these motorised engineers over. So they will make their way over via sea transport. And these will make their way over via sea transport. And we don't really need to worry because there's the people we're at war with just don't have anything that can contend with us at sea. I wonder if that's unlocked anything useful. Tank Tech 39. I'm sure there are loads of useful units which everybody else can research and I can't. Tank cruiser. Fast armour. So this one seems to be 60 kilometers an hour, 32 kilometers an hour. Okay, let's do. Let's do those two. We can always pause them if we decide we don't want to do them. So yeah, no one can. If we were at war with a nation with a lot of naval power, we'd probably be worried, but we're not. So I was just trying to see if I could locate any. Yeah, so there are some subs. I think they've got enough to get over to here, because I wouldn't mind some more units just to keep an eye on the invasion of Australia. Because like I say, it may be an option to send some units and just create some kind of diversion. Maybe see if we can take Sydney or something. Cause them some consternation. But right now we are attacking these guys. So what we can do now with our Marines is basically, because we've now got the ability to bomb the living daylights out of people, so to speak, by using our artillery. We have definitely got the option to basically, we will send. Yeah, these guys will go in. Oh, that made me jump because I wasn't ready for it. Who's getting hit? Our artillery's getting hit because rather than having our Marines engage, there we go. We want our artillery to stand off and our Marines to go first, basically. So this is making it a nice bit easier. So our Marines go first, and then once our units are within range, our artillery can smash them, basically. That was in case anyone sent in air, but they didn't. Yeah, sure, we'll sell some to Italy, why not? So this is a nice little, just demonstration of, I mean, it's only really small scale, but it is in effect showing the power of artillery, which is you send in your main forces. These guys we've been researching, so this one has got range of 41 and it does 34 damage to land units. This one's got 41 and does 21, slightly older tech. But basically you send it in, the Marines lure out the oh no, we don't want to send artillery in. Let's just get our artillery to step back a little bit, because it's our Marines we want to go and attack. So our Marines engage their garrisons, and then these guys basically from a distance will come knocking on the door, so to speak. Some of our artillery is getting shot. I need to bat these guys off. We may even need to send in the rest of our artillery. Not our artillery, our Marines, I think. That hasn't quite gone as well as expected, because our artillery basically wandered into a direct battle. Right, you need to go and retreat over here. So we'll win this war of attrition because we have artillery and they just have garrisons. We have another research breakthrough. Oh yeah, early programming languages and naval electronics. So we've got something else we can research, which is going to give us a great ship if we were the US, but sadly we're not, but we'll research it anyway. And there goes their capital.
We took their capital.
Would they do us the honour of surrendering? I doubt it. They have relocated their capital to the other side of the country. Oh, good for them. Good for them. So, yeah, that's not going to be easy to take, I would imagine. I mean, it will be easy to take when we get there. It's just actually getting the units over there. We don't need more power. There. No way you're doing that. Don't think you're retreating all the way there for repairs. So now if I tell you guys to go for repairs, you should go and target... Yes, the new barracks we've just had built. Excellent. That is the way to do it. Just wondering if anybody here had... I mean, you've got... So that's got 168,000. That's got 3 million or so. So that wouldn't be too bad as a... We may put some land production there. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build an air base and 2 supply here. I'm going to build land production. So a lot of our mechanised infantry have gone to motorised engineers have gone into reserves because we're not really building much anymore. Which is not that surprising, although I may 600. Oh, that's because it's the day after we just built all those here. So the next day it will drop down. I think maybe we will build over here. Build some more land production. So this is good. We're getting to the point where even with all our production going on, we're still making loads more industrial goods than we need. Which will mean probably around about maybe 2 million or so of industrial goods we will stabilise. Let's build some more. How are we doing on everything? Electricity's okay, metal ore's good. But metal ore we can turn off some of them. Coal. Turn off 4 of them. That's got some spare slack. That's got spare slack, okay. Just turn on one more of them. Consumer goods. Why not? Given we can't build anything else there, let's build some aircraft production. So you can see now we're a lot more free with our with what we can do. Our inflation's alright-ish. Our unemployment is, again, it's kind of stabilised around 2.4%, and we've got loads of money, so why not increase our capacity, because at some point we will have to compete with some of these guys. And let's just have a look at the top. So Germany's got 66 land and 46 air and 22 sea. So we're not, you know, we're in second place worldwide, but we're not up with the Germans. And production capacity will at some point become king, I would imagine. Send you guys for repair. You're all Marines. Where's the artillery all gone? Oh, it's all there. Okay. So the problem is their next city is not near. We may want to take that. Let's see about. Let's go and take a bridge first. Somebody wanted to trade with us. Rubber. Okay, yeah, we've kind of been cultivating a bit of a friendship with Romania. What is that? A research breakthrough. Aircraft construction 2. Excellent. Oh, that's opened up a fair few things. No new designs. Mid-air refueling. High altitude pressurization. It'll take a while. I'm just thinking what's taking the longest here. Well, that's taking the longest, so let's start that first. 65 days. Okay, let's do dim and dim. I think we may pause that so that we start on and pause that as well then. So that we start on things which matter technology wise. Oh good, so our take that road junction. What we could really do with is condors to supply things, but we still don't have an aircraft carrier. 200 and yeah, we're building a few of them, but they're not going to be ready anytime soon. Oh good, we've got our mechanised engineers. So, I mean, this war will probably end up taking longer than we would have wanted it to. Here, waiting for supplies. Simply because we Estonia's eliminated. Oh, that must have been a reborn nation the Germans have reconquered. Ah, are you kidding me? No, you're not. You're not going home. Go and do something over there. You guys are better. Excellent. Go to the front. What's that? Something else research. Quantum physics. Oh. Electronic image broadcasting. And some technology stuff. Basic particle accelerators and electron microscopes. Era technology. Have we got any things we're researching which we don't really need? I mean, that is a nice thing, but we've already got some half decent aircraft, so we can pause that. Elite guard we don't necessarily need. I'm just pausing these things because I'm basically, those are unit designs. I don't need unit designs, really. Try and help out. Hey, the Congo's got rubber. Oh, that's new. Or rather, I didn't know that before. So this will tell me, so what I did there is I clicked on the measuring tool and I basically said, tell me how far it is from there to there. So that tells me it's 64 kilometers. So if I know my guns have got a range of 41, it means I need to get them. That is pretty cool. That is a pretty cool hint and tip there. So I'll probably just take those rubbers, because what I was actually trying to do is just investigate basically. Don't need agriculture. I'll resume construction. We will build a barracks, an airfield, and a supply depot. So these guys are kind of expanding out a little bit. Let's send our artillery down south. What were they didums clicking? China, who now hate us. Wow. Things change quickly when you don't trade. Wow, they really don't like us all of a sudden. I wonder what we did. Was it that war? Maybe it was. So they want 400 million of stuff and they're willing to pay us 800 million of cash. Let me try and sell it to them like this. Yeah. We are going to counter and say if you want 400 million worth of stuff, we'll sell it to you as a lump sum, but you'll need to pay us that. Italy is starting to like us again as we trade. So they are, I mean, they are so ridiculously rich, China, because of the size of their population. So if you think about it, the size of the population I've got, I now make money without really having to do much. And where are we? China is 3 times our population, really. So yeah, big, very, very big. I'm almost wondering if I want to go to war with Australia at the same time as the Congo, because this war's going to take a little while. What I may do, thinking about it, is just deploy a bunch of our units. So we I'm just trying to think. We did put into reserve a large number of units in various parts. Right, so there's 34 there, so let's deploy all of these. And send them all over. Right. Oh, we've nearly lost a... Ah, that was careless. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Your units get dumb and end up suiciding themselves. Artillery. Kill that guy. Disappointing. A unit lost. Win this. Just. There we go. Sure, we sell coal to Saudi Arabia. Sure, we sell petrol to Italy. Consumer goods don't really. It really is the middle of nowhere, that, isn't it? But it is in the middle of the country, and we do want decent supply lines across Africa. So let's go airbase. Supply. And we scrapped that. When we scrapped some of these stuff, we then put a barracks in as well. So we took that. I'm actually going to. We were building. Be a little, you know what, no, we don't want to keep that. What's happening? Oh, we are bombing their village out, looks like. Mounted infantry come over. Have they gone back into reserves? They have as well. Why on earth would you put yourself in reserves, mounted infantry? I have things for you to do. Right, so let's bomb that guy out of existence. Barracks there as well. We need some aircraft production. Oh, which we can't build. That's frustrating. Can we build it? No. Okay, well we'll probably build it over by here then, simply because that's where we're going to send our engineers yet. So this episode's gone on for a while, and I think probably I will take a little bit more land and then do some stuff off camera, because I think you've got the idea of how to conduct a kind of smallish scale invasion. So we've got a nice beachhead here. Once those 2 supply depots are done, I'm going to zip them over to here and use them, because here it will build things which are more important for this, and it also help build these aircraft productions. So what I want is aircraft production, Condor supply ship plane, and then things will be going a lot better. Here comes a bunch of merchant marines. Oh yeah. I got an airfield down there. Let's finish the episode by taking that off them. Why has my artillery gone in range of their garrison? It does not need to happen. There we go. So we have to, normally when you invade a country, if you're invading a country which isn't a colony, it has military units, which means it has barracks scattered throughout the country. The country we're invading now is a colony, which has no barracks, so I have nowhere to retreat and resupply my troops, which is why really I just need these units to stop. Congo is eliminated. What happened? I didn't get the option to maybe I did get the option to annex them and I just missed it. China, fine, I'll sell you coal. I wasn't really paying much attention towards the end here. What happened there then? I may actually watch my own playback on that. They just all of a sudden capitulated. And have just given me control of their country. I didn't get the choice whether to annex it or make it a colony. It just all of a sudden mine. Well, that was an unexpected victory. This episode has gone on massively too long, about 50 minutes I think. But yeah, there you go. The Congo is ours. That's another, I forget how much the population was. 20 million did I say? So some more population to help us out. Off camera we may check out our economy again. Oh, we may actually be running out of... What happened to our reserves? Didn't we have 90 million at one point? So we've been selling our reserves to other countries. We may have been doing that. Military goods. Let's put that to maximum. Let's turn on 10 of these. And yeah, just by next episode I'll probably have I'll concentrate on tidying this up. There'll be loads of things we don't really want in this country. Things like rubber plantations in the middle of nowhere. Okay, well that's a wrap for this episode. So we now have our foothold in Africa as well, which is good. We will wrap up there. I hope the longer episode hasn't been too boring for folks. I think I quite enjoyed just slowly fighting that war and taking that country. Hopefully it was useful for those of you who perhaps are just starting out at the start of a playthrough and have some smaller wars to see how to command smaller units. You send in the infantry with the artillery just behind them and you know, slowly grind out wins. So if anybody's starting to play through as one of these small African countries and you know, you don't have very many units, that's how you kind of manage them. So thank you as always for watching. I'm Lukey P and I will see you again soon.